Then when you need to get the gun and shoot it, honey, get you a shotgun, 12 gauge, 42, goddamn 22 if you got one, but
how many women are you telling you love them? How many women are you telling you love them? How many are you telling you love them? How many women are you telling you love them?
Hey you guys, me Nate G, up here with another video, a new video. Today's video is gonna be about me doing my first reaction to Snarled. My bad. I've been watching her since 2018, and she had the best spooky, scary videos on YouTube to me. So I've been doing a reaction of one of her videos, and the link will be down below if you want to watch it or watch more videos. And yep, let's do it.
It's your Ate Sapphire. I have a very special offer for you from my new favorite website, ThreadUp. So if you want to learn how to get 30% off of your first order, stick around after this episode. I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? The Bubak. The following story is based on a submission from Anastasia. In Spain in the 1990s, there lived a 12-year-old girl named Lucia. She lived on a farm surrounded by fields with her two parents. Every other weekend or so, her parents had to go into town for different business reasons, conventions, conferences, what have you. Lucia was much too young to tag along with them, so they would leave her at home where her cousin Emily would babysit. Emily was only 3 years older than Lucia, so she would always protest. Why do I even need a babysitter? I'm old enough to watch myself. But her parents disagreed. Lucia probably wouldn't have minded this as much if she actually liked her cousin. But Emily loved to play pranks on her. She'd always try to scare her with monster stories or try to convince her that her toys were possessed. So it was a Friday morning, and Lucia's parents had left, leaving Lucia and Emily alone on the farm. Emily was going to make them breakfast, so she asked Lucia to gather some eggs.
Wrong thing right there, cause you don't leave no 13-year-old with a 10-year-old at home for more than like 8 hours. Don't never ever do that. See, you can tell something about to happen. Period.
Eggs from the hens. Lucia walked over to the coop and noticed something in the corner of her eye. In the middle of the field was a scarecrow. It hadn't been there before, so Lucia was positive it was just one of her cousin's pranks.
You see, if you go out of your yard and you look over and you see a scarecrow you never seen before, just believing about that, I'm gonna call 911, come investigate this my land, cause not today.
She rolled her eyes and went to get the eggs. She didn't mention to Emily that she saw the scarecrow. She was just going to ignore it. The next morning, Lucia went to gather more eggs for breakfast. The scarecrow was still there in the field. Lucia chuckled to herself, entertained by her cousin's attempts to scare her. When she gathered the eggs and walked back to the house, she stopped in her tracks. The scarecrow was now much closer than it was before. Okay, that got me, Lucia chuckled to herself. She didn't notice it before because it was so far away, but Lucia was shocked by how ugly it was. She grabbed an egg and threw it at its...
Now you done made it mad. See, you won't go investigate something? Look, don't even go investigate it. Like, don't be throwing stuff at stuff that you think this might play a trick on you. Cause you'll never know what it might be. Period. See, y'all can call me scary y'all want to, but if I see something like that, I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge. Period. Because this right, let me be quiet.
Grotesque face. She pranced into the kitchen and placed the bucket of eggs on the counter. I'll admit it, that scarecrow's pretty good, Lucia said. Emily looked up from the pan. What are you talking about? You can stop the act, cousin. How long did it take you to make that? Emily turned the stove off and wrinkled her brow. Where did you say you saw the scarecrow? It's right where you last left it, at the edge of the field. Emily rushed over to the window and looked around. Lucia skipped up behind her and looked out as well.
house now.
Whoa, how'd you do that? Emily hastily pulled the curtain closed and pulled Lucia to the ground, lowering her voice to a whisper. Lucia, are you familiar with the bubak? Ugh, you are unbelievable. Listen to me. It came for one of my friends not too long ago. It goes after young children. It makes a sound like a crying baby to make you come near it, and when you're close enough, it takes you and throws you in his sack to eat later. We have to stick together today. Cool story, cousin. I'm gonna go read in my room. Don't bother me until dinner, okay? So Lucia locked herself in her room and read her fantasy book on her bed. She didn't even realize she had fallen asleep.
If y'all hear that sound y'all had, take cover, because somebody in that room with you.
Until she was awoken by a sound.
Oh, hell no!
Coming from the other side of her room. It was a baby crying. Nice try, cuz, Lucia drowsily shouted into the darkness. She reached over and turned her lamp on and was startled by the figure in her room. It was the Scarecrow.
Lucia? Lucia, are you there?
A muffled cry came from behind it. Lucia spotted the large, writhing sack where the sound was coming from. Seriously, Emily, when are you going to give it up? Lucia got out of her bed and approached the Scarecrow.
I wonder why.
Every step, her confidence began to wear off. The closer she got, the more details she noticed. The pole holding up its hideous body slowly began to...
Then when you need to get the gun and shoot it, honey, get you a shotgun, 12 gauge, 42, goddamn 22, you got one, but not playing no games with you. Oh, my bun like got cricket, but... What?
Coil like a snake. This Scarecrow was alive.
Lucia, run!
Oh, now you wanna run.
Revealed its raggedy arms from underneath its tattered clothes and raised them towards Lucia.
Run, Forrest! Run away! Hurry!
She ran out of her bedroom, frantically searching for a place to hide. She could hear the bubak slithering not too far behind her. She ran into the kitchen and hid inside the smallest cupboard that she could squeeze into. And she waited. She was going to wait there for as long as she could.
No, you ain't!
Her parents would be home the next morning.
Nope.
She was going to make it.
No, you ain't!
Just then, the kitchen phone rang. It went to voicemail. Hi, Lucy. It's Mom and Dad. We actually booked a couple more meetings out here, and we thought a lot about it. And, you know, you're right. You are a big girl, and you can take care of yourself for another day or so. And Emily, we know we only paid you until tomorrow morning, so feel free to go home.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't believe this!
I bet she pants, cause look, thought you was a big girl and stuff. Now your parents wanna like let you stay home for another day by yourself with that thing in the house. You ain't gonna survive that, girl. You been being bad with the babysitter, cousin, whatever she supposed to be. You gonna be right along with her. Period. See, do I be telling some of these people, do not be playing these tricks around these kids, cause they ain't gonna believe it till something bad gonna happen, and they realize that they ain't no doing joke, but it be a minute or a second too late then. See, I'm very skittish and stuff. If something like that happened to me, it wouldn't get far to I see anything out there in my yard. Period. It wouldn't got in my house. It wouldn't have a chance to get in my house. I'll be some a priest or some type of philosopher, some holy water, sage, Bible, all that. Build the same prayers and stuff in my yard, cause that thing would not make it in my house. I hope y'all enjoy this short miniature reaction, because I'm just my first reaction, so I really ain't got no more videos to show y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope y'all laugh at some of the stuff I done did, cause I tried. So like, share, and subscribe. and follow my social media. And see y'all later.